how I made my metal agave plant. I took some scrap metal and cut out these shapes with these metal shears and drew a rough line to mark center. Then I used the belt sander and just basically took off the sharp edges. It didn't have to be perfect. I used some angle iron in a vise to bend over the metal into kind of a cupped shape. The metal was fairly easy to bend once I was in the right position. It was a little hard to video, so I set up the camera to show what I was doing. I would just bend it over and I would adjust the metal in the vise to go from the bottom up through the point and turn it over as needed. I got pretty good at this, and this was the fun part because I was able to put a unique shape to every leaf. This was fun. So you can see kind of it's like a cupped shape, pretty simple. Then I was able to wedge it like this to kind of get that little bend on the edge to have it look a little bit more organic. My first one, I bent a little too much, and when I put it together, I didn't like the way it looked. So this second one, I only put a little bend in it. Then I'm able to adjust the vise and kind of make more of a C shape, more of a cup to each end. So I'll show you right here how I use the vise to kind of bend the edges so it wasn't such a harsh right angle. And then that's how I would get the little tip to look a little bit bent. It was really easy. Then I welded the pieces. I found another piece of scrap metal, a thicker base, kind of an odd shape, and I just welded each one individually. I didn't do a great job welding. This is actually my first time ever using this welder. Brad showed it to me, and then I did it. It was just some tack welds. Not a great weld job, but I got the job done. Then you have to use acetone to wipe the entire project down so that it's ready to paint. I decided to use the dark green and paint the entire piece. And then I just used the lighter green and made a stripe right on the back side. I had no idea how it was going to turn out, but I just went for it. And I was pretty happy with it. Then I filled the pots with just some pieces of wood that we had stacked so that I didn't have to fill the entire pot with dirt. And voila, I was done. I found some bark in my flower bed that I pulled out, and it turned out pretty good. I think I nailed it. So I'm super lazy and just didn't want to have to drag the hose and water a plant over by this part of the garage. Thanks for watching.